And as we offer this gesture of pouring our love out into the universe, I also want to invite you to reframe some of your beliefs. Reframe and unhook from this mass consciousness, these patriarchal structures that aren't serving, especially that story of lack, that story of scarcity, and begin to rewrite the new story for yourself with that deep inner knowing that you are enough. You have enough. You have everything you need within you. We all do. So seeing everyone here included, you are prosperous. Your neighbor is prosperous. All those around us have that within us, that abundance of knowing and truth and energy. And how can we share that in a way that is truly bringing our love into action? Right now, you may have an abundance of things that you don't want, that you want to release. That's great. Divest in those things that no longer are in alignment with your values and who you are becoming, and reinvest in the things that do align, that help you to stay close to what is sacred and what matters most. And hold yourself in prosperity and gratitude as well. Really see yourself as enough in all ways. And with that, the second invitation I'm going to offer to you is to know there is enough to go around. There is enough for our need, but not our greed. We have this impoverishment of the soul. So how can we return and come home to ourselves, to our own soul voice, to our own inner knowing, to the Earth Mother's abundance, because there is enough to go around. The third invitation I'd like to make today is to remember that money does not make you better or less than anyone else. It's just an energy. It does not affect your worth as a divine and radiant being at all. It is energy. It is neutral. It is not good or bad. It does not make you better or less than. It is simply an energy that is neutral, and we ascribe that meaning. We give that charge to it. We give it its power. It is a human invention. But I invite you, beloved, to remember that it is a gift from the mother. It is made of paper here in America. It is made of paper. That is a gift from the earth, from the trees, from the clouds, from the rain, from the sun. It is a piece of the mother's body containing that energetic that we can choose to use as love and put into currency as love. So my fourth invitation to you is to know that it's all about what we can give and how we serve, not what we can get and what we deserve. Asking really, what can I create to nourish, sustain, and serve life? Moving from that place of what can I, get, to instead, what can I give? How can I walk the path of love in the world and pour my love out into the universe to remember more each day who I truly am and why I'm here right now? Really surrendering our demand and our entitlement that things be exactly as we want them to be, and surrendering to divine will, the divine plan, the great web of all life, and being in service to that greater whole and not just yourself. Always thinking of the person on the other side who is having a sacred exchange with you, whether it's a conversation or somebody who is tending a transaction in a shop. My fifth invitation to you is to know that you are perfectly capable of taking care of yourself. Knowing that helping others is helping yourself too. You don't need a Prince Charming or anyone else to come and save you. You are a sovereign being. But we are so connected into these insidious systems that aren't serving. So how can we disconnect from those again and remember how capable, how worthy we are, how powerful we are? We are made of stardust. We are that. Anytime you see the beauty in nature, it is a mirror reflecting your brilliance, your beauty, your medicine. And just breathe that in, beloved. Breathe in what you are so that you can remember, so that you can return, so that you can come back home to the heart of what matters most. So my sixth invitation to you is to truly step into gratitude for all that you have, even the littlest things, the smallest gestures, because it encourages gratitude for all of life and the abundance and wealth that is all around you already. The clean water that you have to drink, blessing the water that is here for you to nourish and sustain you. Not all beings have clean water. To nourish and bless the food that comes across your plate, that you take into your body. To the woman who passed you on the street and smiled. Just to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's that saying that if all you ever said was thank you, that prayer would be enough. For it is a reminder of the gifts that are all around us already, right here, that we often forget to see or look at or even notice. That dime you find on the sidewalk, thank you. I am abundant. Remembering that. Remembering that, beloved. So in this, the seventh invitation is to open to receive. Because so often people are trying to offer us things that we end up deflecting, whether it's a compliment or someone else saying thank you. And really trying to shift our perspective to see how much we're taking and instead practice receiving with humbleness and gratitude. What would that look like? And if we truly open to receive all of the gifts that Spirit, the universe, whatever you like to call it, is trying to deliver you in every moment. Connections with people who could shift your career. Friendships with people who could help you blossom into the next level of your being. What is coming towards you right now that you might be closed off from receiving? Because being in that scarcity mindset makes us like this. Our fists are tightly closed, and this is not anything that allows us to receive. We're blocking and deflecting anything trying to come our way. But with open fists, what might come in when we are truly open, with a relaxed and surrendered body? What nourishment might truly come in that we are missing? Even just listening to the sweet birds singing outside. What are we missing because we aren't yet fully open, truly open to receive? So my ninth invitation to you, I know there's a lot here, bear with me. It's, these are deeply entrenched beliefs, right, that we have. So the eighth invitation is to offer your wounds and your pain around money over to the Great Mother or to the earth for her to hold. Because that place of fear brings us into constriction. And we have so many old tapes and old stories that we've inherited, that we've brought with us, that's karmic, that's from past lives, if you believe in that, whatever it is. But let's offer it over to the Mother. Because she loves to compost that which is ready to die. She composts it into new life and nourishment. for more life to be sustained. So how can we truly give over? You can, blow it all into a stone and give it over to the earth. You could write it all down on a piece of paper and then tear it up and then burn it and then offer the ashes to the earth. And if you do that, please do it safely. Make sure you're in a safe situation to do burning. But whatever it is, how can we release and make space for what wants to come in? Clearing out the old, maybe even clearing your home of old objects, stagnant energy, moving the energy. You can go all around your house and clap. Moving old energy, getting it out of the house, opening the windows, really clearing out energetically so that you can make space for what wants to come in. Openness, open space to receive. So really looking at those places that we are both attracting and repelling based on our energy and any clogged spaces of energy, old ideas, patterns, things laying around in our house that are no longer aligned. Starting to clean and clear that out to make space for the new paradigm that is birthing, that is coming forward. The 9th invitation, beloved, is to trust your inner wisdom and the possibility of resourced abundance and this new paradigm that I just spoke of that is being birthed now. No longer letting ourselves be ruled by this hierarchical system that isn't serving. And knowing that we are helping to birth a new feminine paradigm of leadership. One that is based on collaboration and cooperation and coming together. And that we're blooming through into this new way of being now, but we're still in the growing pains associated with this birth, with this rebirth. And finances are a place where we can especially feel this constriction of the 3D world as this direct product of the bottom line of greed. And just again, remembering money is energy, as is everything else. How can you bless it? How can you keep it flowing? And really allow us to tap into that unseen realm as well. Really seeing in our mind's eye what would deeply nourish us so that we can begin to call that in energetically. And making sure that we heal through what's no longer serving so we can truly do that. So we can truly open up and allow ourselves to be fed by our original mother. So take even this to the altar of the divine, to ask for guidance, holding, and care, even here. Knowing that we're helping to alchemize these old ways of being that are no longer serving, that are keeping us from being deeply nourished on all levels of our being. Because that is a deep prayer that I have for you, beloved. It's one of the main reasons that I created our Sister Hive community, is so that we can be deeply nourished in all ways, including financially, so that we can deeply nourish the world with our gifts and our unique medicine and soul sparkle that are so deeply needed now. So our 10th invitation is to feed yourself first in this, and not in a way that is selfish and gimme, 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 but in a way that truly allows you to show up nourished so that you can serve from a full cup, so that your cup, your chalice, whatever you want to call it, can overflow with love, that you're not running on empty. I'm a fan of the revolutionary work of Isabel Benka, who's a primatologist who translates the wisdom of the animal world to humanity. And one of her key teachings is feed the female. Because she's observed in the animals in her studies that through nurturing the females first, when they are well fed, literally and metaphorically, then everyone thrives in the family, in the community. And we have to remember on our journey that our body is a portal to our power. We must honor and revere her and make sure she is deeply nourished and fed first, not from a place of selfishness, but from a place of service, knowing that this is a necessity for us to serve. And as my, Celtic ancestral lineage likes to practice radical hospitality, think of this as radical inner hospitality, and really the spirit of gentle nurturance within your own body, especially if you're women identifying, because we tend to give to everyone else first, instead of really making sure that we are fed first. And so really knowing that that choice to nourish ourselves is an ultimate choice that will most greatly nourish the world. So just remember that it actually is for the greater good that you be fed first, beloved, truly fed first. So with that, with those 10 invitations, I truly hope that you can begin to tap into that deep nourishment that is available for us all, and to remember the Earth Mother's abundance that is here, and to remember that there is enough for our need, but not for our greed, and to remember that we are here to serve life, to serve and sustain all of life, including ourselves and our own bodies. So my prayer, beloved, is that you may be deeply nourished, so that you can deeply nourish the world with your gifts and your medicine, so that you can sparkle shamelessly for the greater good, and so those that need you most can truly find you. And may we all beings, be nourished and know abundance and sufficiency deep within our heart, in the core of our being, as the truth of who we are. May we banish scarcity and all other thoughts of separation that disconnect us and disempower us and cause us to forget who we truly are. So, beloveds, I leave you with this blessing, and I hope that these invitations deeply serve you on your own journey. And I can't wait to see you again next time on the blog. Bye for now.